Hello everybody and welcome to the Wirral Hospice St John's Virtual Race Day 2020. Here we are at St John's Downs. Here's the winning post for you all to see. Hope you have a winner later today. Thanks to everybody that's bought a horse today or sponsored one of the races. Every single penny is helping the hospice at this time of year in these challenging times. Thank you so much. And also those who bought raffle tickets to win our race day hamper. Thank you very much indeed.
And the winner is...
Don't forget to send us your best dressed pics to events@wirralhospice.org or inbox them on Facebook or Insta or tag us on Twitter. The winner will be announced on Monday. And if you enjoyed today, please consider giving us a donation at the Just Giving link to this video. Good luck everybody.
Okay, so it's our first race of the day, the Sunflower Sprint. Horse number 1, Harry's Hero, owned by Harry Patterson. Horse number 2, Klopp, the leader of the Cop, owned by Bernice Docking. Horse number 3, Carlo Fantastico, owned by Mike Langside. Horse number 4, The Spinster, owned by Mel Nielsen. Horse number 5, My Girl, owned by Christina Anderson. Horse number 6, Jay, owned by Jacob McVeigh. Horse number 7, Speed of Light, owned by Zachary Nightingale. And horse number 8, Top Dog, owned by Margie Rice.
All in the stall, 7 furlongs the trip. And they're off. They got away to a level break, although number 6 is restrained through the very early stages and 4 leads up early. 5 is also applying a bit of pace, and then towards the near side races the 3. So they sort themselves out at the end of the first furlong, and it's 5 who's gone on now by a slender margin. We'll make it a neck. To in second place is the 4, and then towards the near side comes the 3 who's racing in third position. 1 is next, followed then by the 7 who's down the centre of the course. Towards the near side comes the visored 8. Back in the field is the 2, and still the back marker is the 6. Down towards the halfway point, just under 3 furlongs to go, and it's the 4 who leads the way. 5 towards the outside, the yellow jacket now is being pushed along. Travelling well towards the near side still is the 3, so too is the 8. Down on the far side comes the 7, covered up is the 1, likewise is the 2, and still no move from the 6 who's going to be pouncing late. Down now towards the final quarter mile. 4's out in front, tackled by the 8 towards the near side. 7 is still there with a big chance down the centre of the course. 1 has burst through between horses, likewise the 2. Here comes the 6, having wagged the tail, now towards the left hand side and is staying on. 7 got first run, a furlong to go. 7 leads, 6 towards the near side. 8 is still there, so too is the 2. They're well inside the final half furlong now. 2, 7 and 6, they come to the line. Maybe it was the 2, maybe it was the 6, I don't know. I think the 2 might have just got that noseband in front. In the centre, the 2. The near side was the 6, and on the far side was the 7. Well, that's a 3-way go. It's a 3-way photo. Maybe it was the white and red starred colours of the 2 who's just got up. Yes, it has. The 2 has been called the winner. 6 has finished second, and 7 finished third, confirming the result after the photo. 2, 6 and 7.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, in our first race, the Sunflower Sprint, the winner was number 2. And that was Klopp, leader of the Cop, owned by Bernice Docking. Well done, Bernice. Don't forget, you'll be contacted on Monday by the fundraising team to claim your prize. Thanks to everyone who's been supporting us throughout these challenging times. It's brilliant to see you all here at the races with us today. One of the things you can do to support the hospice is join our lottery. It's fantastic. For only £1 a week, you could be a winner of our £2,000 first prize, which is drawn every week. Also, the second prize can roll over up to a maximum of £10,000. In £10,000 week, it must be won. So there's 34 guaranteed cash prizes to be won every Friday. You've got to be in it to win it. So please visit www.wirralhospice.org/lottery. Call us Monday to Friday on 0151 334 0348. And it's a chance to win and a way to care. So we come to the Hamilton Medical Centre Patients Cup. Thanks Hamilton Medical Centre for your support. Without further ado, let's name the horses and their owners. Okay, horse number 1 is the Three Amigos, and that's owned by the Lamberts. Horse number 2 is Hermione, owned by Ailish Lowe. Number 3, Tinkle Boy, Owen Comer. Number 4 is Pooley, and that's owned by Graham Poole. Number 5, coming down today from the Grand National, is Tiger Roll, and that's owned by Cameron McGregor. Number 6, wonderful name for a horse here, Horsey Mac Horseface, Robert Macpherson. Number 7 is Toffee Boy, owned by Dave Watto. And number 8 is the Hamilton Medical Centre, owned by the Hamilton Medical Centre. Good luck, everybody. May the horse be with you.
And they're off. A little bit slow to begin, the 2 to the outside, also restrained at the back of the field, the 8, as they go through the first of the 8 furlongs here, 1,600 metres ahead of them. And it's the blinkered 1 who's out in front to 6 who's racing in second and now anxious to get into the slipstream of the leader. Then comes the 7 towards the outside, the 3 is next in the field. Then comes the 5, looking to the tail, the 2 and the 8 already right out the back, and so too held up is the 4. And now they're making the long lingering turn back towards home and the home straight here at Ayr. The leader is the 1, he's got clear sailing, he's gone out now by about 3 or 4 lengths. The 6 is giving chase in second, then back in third is the 7. On the inside comes 3, round the outside is 5. Then the slow starting 2 for company the 4, and it's all a bit too much for the back marker, who is the 8. Through the halfway point, and heads are turning back towards home. And it's 1 who sees the judge first. Racing in second is the 6. On the inside is the 3 towards the inside rail. Watch out for the big white blaze. That's the well-fancied 7, and he's travelling menacingly towards the outside. Now let down the 5 towards the outer. Staying on is the 4. Then comes the 2, and still last is the 8. It's 1 who's out in front. Catch me if you can inside the final quarter mile. But here comes the 7. And he's making his presence felt. The 7 has gone on. The 1 battles back against the inside rail. Down the outside is the 5. Late on the scene is the 4. Possibly too late. It's 7 who got first run. 1 against the rail. Out on the wide outside is the 4. 7 in front, and 7 goes straight to the winner's circle. It was 7 who beat 4, and 1 was third. Good effort once again by the 7. He just loves this track. He's in great form, and he got first run on the 4, who has finished in second place, and the 1 has finished in third. Your order of finish is 7, 4 and 1. 7, 4, 1.
Wow, what a race that one was, Billy.
Certainly was, Sarah.
And the winner is Toffee Boy, owned by Dave Watto. Well done, Dave. We'll contact you on Monday to claim your prize. Due to the coronavirus restrictions, we've not been able to put any of our real events on this year. So this year we've decided to go with Walk to Remember virtual event. So on Sunday the 23rd of August, you can choose to walk 3, 5 or 8 miles around the Wirral to remember your loved ones, to help raise vital funds for Wirral Hospice St John's. All participants will receive their own Walk to Remember t-shirt. If you can turn it around for me, Billy. You can write who you're walking in memory of on the back of the t-shirt. We kindly ask you to raise sponsorship to help raise funds for our hospice. And on completion, you will receive your very own Hospice Heroes medal. If you're unable to complete the walk on Sunday the 23rd, don't worry, you can choose another date that helps for you, that suits for you. It's only £5 to register, and we kindly ask all participants to raise sponsorship, and we'll provide you with sponsor forms, or you can set your own just online Just Giving page up. To register, please visit www.wirralhospice.org/walk-to-remember or call us on 0151 343 0778.
I think my horse in the last race did a walk to remember while the others were running.
Okay, so we're now getting ready for race 3, which is sponsored by Emma Barker, Kandy and Jarth. It is the Kandy Jarth Wellington Cup. Horse number 1, Live by the Shore, owned by Reece Sealer. Horse number 2, Princess Lucy Jane, owned by Billy Howard. Horse number 3, Granny McCoo, owned by Katrina McDonald. Horse number 4, Ron Seal, owned by Jarth Barker. Horse number 5, Seacombe Lodge, owned by Phil Letford. Horse number 6, the Mini Guinea, owned by Liam Murphy. Horse number 7, Kilkenny Flyer, owned by John Rice. And horse number 8, It's My Birthday Today, owned by Mark Deavy.
Well, they are already running down towards the first. On the wide outside is the 6 in company with the 4. On the inside is the 8, and the horse with the big white blaze, the 3. Settle at the back of the field 1 as they go towards the first fence. Plenty of pace on here as well. Bit of a mistake as well by the 6 on the outside, and it's now the 5 who's emerged with a slender advantage. Back in third is the 3, followed by the 8 who's right on the inside, and then comes 7. Out wide is the 4, followed by 2, and 1 is observing from the rear of the field. Over the next, and it was just the 5 who led over that one. And on the far left as we look down the course, the 4's come off the bit and gets 1 or 2 reminders there, a couple of liveners as they went into the wings of the next. So it's 5 on the inside, 6 on the outside, 5 with the noseband, 6 the blue sleeves as they go now towards the final fence down this line. 5 and 6, half length between them, then came the 3 and then a mistake by the 7. So that was the order as they went through the halfway point. We rejoined them now with just 7 to jump, so they're now embarking on their final circuit, and the 8 is the first one to really feel the pinch. And the 7 jumped to the lead there. He dived at that fence and he was out-jumped by the grey 2 on the outside. Still at the back of the field, the 4 in the black and white quarters hasn't really travelled at all for his rider. The Shillelagh's out now on the 6. That's getting reminders as they head down the back straight. And so it is the 7 on the inside, dark blue colours. The grey on the outside is the 2. Then there's a break of a couple of lengths to the 5. The 3 right on the inside. Very wide is the 4. Still being driven 6. And then 1 who's going to be delivered very late, it would appear. And the 1 who's dropped right out of the contest now is the 8. A mistake there by the 2. He hasn't jumped that fluently so far, and the grey horse got right into the roots of that fence, and he gets a shake of the reins, but he's still in second as they head down the back straight proper. So it's 7 in the dark blue colours. Tackled now towards the outside by the 2 in second. On the inside is the 5 as they get over the next, and the 2 has made a desperate mistake. A great recovery, but he's almost knocked the 1 out of the race, and the 2 in fact has been pulled up immediately, having blundered at that fence. The 2 is out of the contest. He very nearly brought down the 1 as well, and that's now got a real uphill struggle to get back into the contest. Looking right out the back of the field, the 8 is another one who's now been pulled up. So over the third from home, all change. It is now 7 in front, leads by a widening margin over a couple of lengths now to the 5 in second, and the one who is staying on is the 4, who hasn't travelled very well at all, but the jockey isn't giving up, and he's now driving him round the outside in the black and white colours, and the leading trio are getting away. 7 leads the way into the home straight. 4 now gives chase in second. On the inside, 5. Then the 1 who's trying his hardest to get back on terms. And here's the second from home. 7 will lead. And that lead was only half a length to the 4 who's on the left-hand side. Then back in third place is 5. 1, 6 and 3, the only other ones left going. Now it's a 2-horse race. On the inside is the 7. On the near side is the 4. Final fence. 4 on the left. On the right is the 7. It's 4 and 7. 7 and 4. It's the 4 who now raises his game. He's gone on by a neck, by half a length. Now it's the best part of a length. The 4 driven to the line. The 4 wins. 4 beats 7 and 5 will finish in third. Here he comes in third position, the 5 from the 1 who finished in fourth. And there's your winner. Well, the jockey deserves a medal. The horse has never travelled an inch of this ground, but in the end he's got him home. 4 beats 7 and 5. 4, 7, 5.
What an exciting race that was, Sarah.
It was indeed.
It really was. And winner was number 4, Ron Seal, owned by Jarth Barker. Now, Ron Seal, we knew that was good over fences. Don't forget, we'll contact you Monday. The fundraising team will be in contact so you can claim your prize. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a tough time during this coronavirus crisis, and the hospice has to carry on its work. Because of the cancellation of events, things have been a little bit tougher for us this year. And what we're using today for, as well as your fantastic donations to the race day and the raffle, is to remind you of some ways that you can support the hospice this year. One of our initiatives is our sponsor and nurse appeal. In these difficult times, our nurses have carried on with their specialist care and support for the people who need it most. We've been supporting families where we can. Recognition of our nurses through sponsor and nurse for a donation that fits for you, regular monthly donation, would be very welcome indeed. So if you would like to take part in our sponsor and nurse initiative, please go to wirralhospice.org/sponsor-a-nurse or call us on 0151 343 0778 and we'll help you to be able to help our nurses. Many thanks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hope you're having a good day. Hope you're winning. We've come to race 4, and this is the Barker Williams St John's Charity Stakes. The race is kindly sponsored by Kate Barker and John Williams. Thank you so much for your ongoing and kind support. Let me tell you the names of the horses and who owns them, and then we'll get ready for race 4. Okay, horse number 1 is Disney All the Way, and that's owned by Merida Tinks. Number 2 is Worldwide Webster, owned by Kieran Lowe. Number 3, Jack's Lad, owned by Jackie Wood. Number 4, Belle Azure, owned by Don Jan. And then it's number 5, Linda D, owned by Linda Deavy. Number 6, V-Neck, which I hear is a really good jumper, is owned by Kandy Barker. And number 7, Puddin, owned by Colin Burgess. And 8, he's riding again. He's so disappointed he didn't win the last race. He's re-entered them. It's My Birthday Today, owned by Mark Deavy. Good luck, everybody.
Ready to race. And away they go. The 7 was very slow to begin. The 1 also was a little bit tardy away from the boxers. The first to show to any sort of advantage is the 6. It's 6 and 3 to the outside, then the blinkered 5, then the black jacket of the 8 towards the inside. The white blaze of 2 is next, followed by the pink of 4. Then on the inside is the 1 as they swing past the judge with a circuit to go. It's the 7 who's the back marker. They go into the clubhouse turn, and it's 3 towards the outside, 6 towards the inside. There's a break then of a length and a half. 5 then towards the outer is racing in third, getting a perfect stalking trip is the 8 who's on the inside, racing in fourth, and no excuses today. The 2 is in 5th position, then towards the outside races the 4, then towards the inside is the 1, and the slow start of the 7 is still out the back. Now they go down the back straight, they're going towards the half-mile point. 3 towards the outside, 6 towards the inside, and neither of these have managed to get away from the field. Racing in third, the white jacket of the 5, then making ground on the outside, the pink of the 4, then the orange sleeves towards this one's inside is the 2, now being pushed along is the 8, towards the outer is the 1, and still last as they make the turn is the 7. Less than 3 furlongs to go. 6 holds the inside. Between horses is the 3. Round the outside here comes the 5. Still travelling well is the 2. Then the black jacket of the 8. Spinning wide into the straight will be the 4. Cutting to his inside is the 1. And then right on the inside is the 7. Now they come down the straight, and the leader here in the white is the 5. Racing in second on the inside is the 3. Then towards the outside is 2. Between horses the 8. Then staying on is 1. Inside the final furlong now. It's 5 out in front. Tackled wide by the 2. Splitting rivals is the 8. He's had a perfect trip, and now he's got every chance to score. They're well inside the final half furlong. 8 out in front. 2 and 1 come at him hard, but it's 8 in front, and 8's just too good. 8 beat 2, beat 1. A really, really good performance by the 8. He had a dream trip, it has to be said, through the first half of the contest, and that really played into his hands as finally the 2 and then really late the 1 had a real go at him in the closing stages. But the order of finish is 8, 2, 1, confirming 8, 2 and 1.
Can you believe it, Billy? It's my birthday today. He's only gone and done it.
Oh my goodness, it's my birthday today. Enters 2 races. It must be the fittest horse in the world. But yes, congratulations, Mark Deavy. And don't forget, on Monday, we'll be contacting you for your prize. Hope you're enjoying the day, ladies and gentlemen. Sarah and I have got dressed up in our best racing togs. Hope you have too. Don't forget to keep sending us in your race day photos and you can win a prize. We'll send them to events@wirralhospice.org or inbox them on Facebook, Insta or tag us on Twitter. Winners will be announced on Monday.
If you have enjoyed the day today, we have got a Just Giving link if you'd like to send us a kind donation. The Just Giving link is in the post on the Facebook page. That doesn't make sense of that.
And also, if you've enjoyed today, please consider making a donation to our Just Giving page, which is linked to this video.
Thanks, Billy. Welcome back everybody. The sun's even come out for us today. Hope you've all topped your drinks up and we're ready to go with our next race. Over to you in the studio, Billy.
Oh, thanks for that, Sarah, and welcome back everybody else. It's race number 5 and this is the Carers Championship. Some great horses in this race. I've been told for a tip for tomorrow if anybody's interested. It's a horse called Ironing Board. Apparently everybody's having their shirt on it. Anyway, I'm here all week. It's the Carers Championship. It's race number 5. So without further ado, here are the runners and riders. Horse number 1, Back on the Perch, is owned by Crazy Collie. Number 2 is Ron, and that's owned by Sharon McVeigh. Number 3 is Linda D, and that's Linda Deavy. Number 4, Magic Maureen, owned by Christina Anderson. Number 5 is Bobby Corwen, and that's owned by Jacinta Warwick. Number 6, Mardan, owned by Chrissy Donaghy. And number 7 is Klesny Chesney, owned by Sarah and Liam, which is easy for you to say. Number 8, which is what I am, I'm feeling old today, owned by previous winner, Mr. Mark Deavy. Good luck, everybody.
Orders and off. 4 was the first to begin. The grey 3 on the inside gives chase in second, and then comes the vivid orange of the 2, followed then by 7 out wide as they got over the first, and 8 is observing from the rear of the field with 6 just in advance of him. Fanning out across the course before they jump the next couple of fences. These next 2 fences come up very quickly indeed. It's a plain fence followed by an open ditch. 3 will lead towards the inside. 1 or 2 of them got in very close to that, in particular the 2 and the 4. As they go now towards this ditch, and it's the red, white and blue of the 4 who will lead, and the jockey made his mind at 4 in there, but he was out-jumped round the outside by the 2, and then towards the outside came 7, and now the early lead of the 3 has dropped back through the field. He's now back in 4th place. Remember, this is a horse who is taking a steep drop down in trip today. 5 is racing in 5th, then the favourite the 1, then towards the outside is the 6, and still wagging the tail is the 8, who was second here earlier on in the season. So in line for home, it's still well over a circuit of Plumpton ahead of them, and it's the 2 on the outside of the 4 as they come towards this next one, and the 4 just landed a bit awkwardly over that. Then came the 7, and then the grey 3, right on the inside the pale blue of the 5, followed then by the 1 who's travelling well. So too is the 6 on the outside, and the 8's just been niggled along at the rear of the field. That was a great bold leap by the 2 at the fence, which will be the last with a circuit to go. The jockey looks through his legs and he likes what he sees. He's got a lead of 2.5 lengths. The 2 leads the 4, followed then by the 7 on the outside. The 3's on the inside, and then comes the 1. If you're on this favourite, the 1 in the royal blue with the orange checks, I don't think you're too worried at the moment. No beads of sweat so far with a circuit to go. He's travelling nicely, but so too is the 6 on the outside, and then came the 5, and still the back marker is the 8, and once again he's come off the bit. That horse, the 8, is running in snatches. So they pass the stables, and often at this point on the course at Plumpton, 1 or 2 horses say, I think I've had enough, thank you very much, and they tend to put the brakes on, and that's possibly the case with this leader. Although the lead is 3 lengths, the 2 certainly isn't helping his rider, who's now just urging him to go a little bit quicker. Then comes the 4 on the inside. The 7 makes ground round the outside. Then the favourite making ground the 1 as they go towards this tricky fence at the top of the hill for the second and final time. All safely over. 6 is last but 1, and 8 is right out the back of the field. He's yet to pass a rival. He probably won't. Now they're making the run down the side of the course and on now towards the 2 fences at the end of the back straight. 4 fences to take, and the 2 is trying to run the sting out of the others now. The 7 on the outside of the 3, and then driven towards the wide outside comes the 4. The 1 still travels well, only in 5th place. Make it 4th. He's making handy progress, and now at the back of the field the 8 has been pulled up. The 8 is out of the race at the 4th from home. That's 3 out, and it was the 2 who led, and it was an anxious peek over his shoulder by the jockey as he goes now into the railway station turn. He's just got over a quarter of a mile to go. Can the 2 hold on? Here come the battalions in behind. The 3's in second, the 7 is in third, and now the favourite, the 1, is being driven along, but he is finding for his rider. Still, they make the turn back towards home. 2 plain fences to take, and it's 2 who's out in front, and second place is the 1. He's now staying on. That was the second from home. It was 2 who led 1. Then comes the 3, the grey. Towards the outside is the 7. Don't rule out the 5 as they come down towards the final fence, and now the favourite bursts through between horses. 1 goes on, 2 on the far side, 3 on the near side. The 1 didn't get very high at the final fence. He's handed the 2 another chance, head to head, toe to toe inside the final 50 yards. 1 and 2, 1 beat 2, 1, 2 and 3. Well, it's simple, this racing game, isn't it? Simple as 1, 2, 3. But the 1 really had to work hard in the end on a track that probably didn't suit him. Top jockey has got him home, but you had to sweat in the final strides. Here's the official order of finish. 1 beat 2, beat 3.
And the winner of race number 5 is horse number 1, Back on the Perch, owned by Crazy Collie. Well done, Crazy Collie.
Back on the perch, he certainly is.
Race winners will all be contacted on Monday by the fundraising team to claim your prize.
Okay, everybody, hope you're enjoying the day. We've taken the opportunity, obviously, to make some announcements of stuff going on around and around the hospice and around the Wirral. Unfortunately, because of the crisis, we've had to close the charity shops over the last few months, but the good news is we've been able to open 2 of them from the now for the foreseeable future. So that's Morton and Liskeard, which are open from Tuesday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So if you want to buy some pre-loved quality items, they're the places to go. Keep checking out the website as well. We will be able to tell you very soon where our distribution centre is. For now, we can't take your stuff, but it won't be too long. Keep checking the website at wirralhospice.org/shopping, and we'll be delighted to help. And don't forget, you can also find your way to eBay on there, and we've got some really fantastic quality items for you to look at.
Okay, we're now on to race 6. It's the Doctor's Derby. Horse number 1, It's a Twin Thing, owned by Jen John. Horse number 2, Billy the Kid, owned by Craig Donaghy. Horse number 3, Roggy, owned by Lorraine Such. Horse number 4, Everton, owned by Steve Roberts. Horse number 5, it's Paddington Bear, owned by Alice Burgess. Horse number 6, Hippogriff, owned by Keelan McVeigh. Horse number 7, NHS and Proud, owned by Hamilton Medical Centre. And horse number 8, Cheeky Chappy, owned by Luke Murphy.
They're all in, and they're off. The 1 was very slow to begin. The others broke well. Ridden up on the outside, the 2, to try and get a good position. But it's the Speedball, the 3, who leads them down the hill. And the 3 has already got a handy advantage. To the outside, here comes the 2 and the 7 to apply a bit of mild pressure. Then the 6 is racing in 4th. On its inside is the 8, followed by the 4, 5, and the slow starting 1 is the back marker. So now they begin to meander down the Brighton Hill, and the leader with the white cap is just the 3. The dark blue is 2, so it's 3 and 2, 2 and 3, mixing it for the lead. The 7 is racing in a very close third, followed by 8 and 6, and then there's a break of a couple of lengths back to 4, 5, and still the back marker is the 1. Racing on then down the hill, they're just crossing Wilson Avenue, that marks the halfway point. And it's still 3 on the inside, 2 on its outside, followed then by the 7, and then on the inside comes the 8. A little bit wider is the 6, pink colours then of the 4, then the red with the white cap of the 5, and still the back marker is the 1. Now they've got half a mile to race. Against the inside rail is the 3. It's a slender advantage over the 2 to the outside. Now being pushed along comes the 6 on the outside of 7. A break then of a length and a half back to 4. 8 now is right on the inside. 5 switching towards the stand side. That's the left as we look down the course. And the 1 is also switching now towards the near side. Now they race down into the dip. 3 is still just the leader. Driven is the 6 between horses 2. Then comes 7. 8 is staying on towards the far side. Here comes the 5, unleashed late towards the near side. The 4 is another one still with a chance. They've got a furlong to go. 8 is the leader over on the far side. The 5 is towards the near side. Splitting rivals, the 4 and also the 6. Now they're well inside the final furlong. 5 on the near side, 8 on the far side, and it was very close. It was close between 5 and 8, and then came the 6 between horses, who's no better than third. Photograph, and that is really, really close. The 5 on the near side, the 8 on the far side, and here comes the official print of that photo. Here it is. And it's the 5. The 5 has got there, as you can see on the near side, the red jacket. It's won by a head officially from the 8 on the far side in second. It was the 6 in third, and they're just a length off the winner in fourth was the 4. The order of finish is official as 5, 8, 6, 5, 8, 6.
Well, another exciting rejoinder there. Race number 6, and the winner was number 5, Paddington Bear. Congratulations to Alice Burgess, winner there. Don't forget, we're going to contact you all on Monday with the winners, and you'll be able to claim your prize. Can I just do a shout out for our supporters and volunteers who are absolutely fantastic for the hospice all year round. Now, this might be something they can get their teeth into. In September this year, we're going to do our Care for a Cuppa campaign. Basically, throughout the month of September, we'd like you to consider hosting a garden party for you and some friends, obviously within the social distancing rules set down by the government at that time. So you might invite your friends around for a cup of tea or coffee and maybe a nice slice of cake. Chat about what we're going to be doing for the rest of the year. Chat about what you're going to be doing for the rest of the year. If you need some more information on that, just send us an email to fundraising@wirralhospice.org. In time, there will be some more details on the website at wirralhospice.org/care for a cuppa, and we'll look forward to enjoying all of that with you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's race number 7. It's the Nurses Grand National. This is the one we've all been waiting for. And let me just, without further ado, tell you the runners and riders. Horse number 1 is Pedigree Chump, and that's owned by Andrew Lowe. Number 2 is Dancing Queen, young and sweet, only 17, owned by our good friend Gwen Watto. Number 3, Ding Dang Drink, owned by Anne Dawn Colley. Number 4 is Moe's Mare, owned by Emma Donaghy. Number 5, Liverpool, owned by Jean Roberts. Number 6, Bobby Dazzler, and that's owned by Robert McPherson. Number 7 is Sweet Caroline, and that's owned by Kaz Murphy. And number 8 is Buggerlump, owned by Archie Comer.
The runner starts orders and they're off, and it was the 1 who led them from the start with the 2 and then 5, and on the outside comes 4 as they go towards the first. Also right up there in the mix is the 3 as we see them go towards the first fence. 1, 2 and 5 in the air together. The 2 took that fence by the roots. We've got a faller at the back of the field. The 7 has come down at the first. The 7 fell at fence number 1. Horse is okay, and I'm just looking back. The jockey is also up okay. They go then over the second, and it was the 1 who led towards the outside, the 5, and then the 2, and then right on the inside 6. On the wide outside we've got horse number 3 who's followed by the 4. At the back of the field is the 8, but he's coming through between horses. Didn't get very high at that fence, and now the 4 has been relegated to the rear of the field. So chop and change in position as they go towards the 4th fence in the contest, and it's the 1 who's out in front. Led there by half a length, the 5 on the outside, the 6 on the inside, then the yellow silks of the 2. Right on the inside is the 8, who hasn't really had a cut at his fences so far. One of the favourites, the 4, hasn't jumped that well, possibly was hampered by the fall of horse number 7 at the very first fence, and that might have just knocked his confidence. There he is at the rear of the field, red with the black cap, and at the moment he's only got the 3 behind as they go now towards the fence at which we lost horse number 7 on the first circuit. At it now, the 1 who's made every yard to this point, and he's jumping for fun at the moment. On the outside is the 5, on the inside is the 6. There's been little change in the order for the first trio so far. Then the 8, and then on the outside comes the 2, and then comes the 4 who's still struggling, and then right out the back of the field we've got the 3 as they now make the run towards the penultimate fence down the back. So on the inside the 6 tackles the 1, then towards the outside is the 5, and looking towards the rear of the field, looks as though the 4's been pulled up. He has, so he hasn't taken the 5th from home, and so it's the 4 who's out of the contest. This will be the 5th from home. They're coming 2 now, and it's the 5 on the outside, the 1 on the inside. There was little between them. Then came the 6, then the yellow jacket of the 2, and then on the inside we've got the 8, and looking well back down the back straight, I can see that the 3 has also been pulled up. So now we've lost a trio of the runners. There's only a quintet left, and on the inside is the 1, on the outside is the 5, and then between horses the 6, and then on the outside is the 2, and the 8 now is just wagging the tail of those that remain in a depleted field, and it was the 8 who didn't get very high there at that cross fence. So the 1, he's been really game at the head of affairs today. Remember, he had a heavy fall last time, but now for the first time he's taken on by the white jacket of the 6 towards the outside. Push comes to shove now on the 5, then comes the 8, and then comes the 2, and the jockey's just thrown the kitchen sink. Now they come on towards the 3rd from home. 6 is out in front. Dourly, the 1, tries to battle back against the inside rail. The 8 comes back for more, and down there at that fence was the 5. The 5 has fallen at the 3rd from home, so now only a quartet left in it. The 6 will leave towards the stand side. He got in very close. A mistake on the far side by the 8, and then the 2. This has been a war of attrition. Still, a quartet could win it. Over on the far side is the 8. Between horses, a blunder by the 2. Almost down was the 6 on the near side. The 1 battles back, but it's the 8 who's out in front. 8 from 2 as they come up towards the line. 8 beat 2. 8, 2 and 1. Well, what a race. No less than 4 of them did not even complete the course. We had no less than 3 fallers in that race, but in the end all the horses and all the jockeys are okay, and the 8 has beaten the 2 in what really has been a war of attrition, and I thought the 1 ran a game race as well. So your order of finish: 8, 2 and 1.
And the winner of race number 7, the Nurses Grand National, is Buggalump, owned by Archie Comer. Well done, Archie.
Well done, Archie.
We'll contact you on Monday so you can claim your prize. Well done.
Remember when your pony went to the doctor complaining and having a sore throat, and the doctor told him not to worry? He said, "You're just a little horse."
Oh, Billy.
You would have had a pony.
So it's the final race. It's race number 8. It's Wirral Hospice Grand Slam. Horse number 1, Jürgen Clippity-Clop, owned by Jacob. Horse number 2, Lockdown Laddie, owned by Fiona Lowe. It's horse number 3, Chin Chin Gin, owned by Cookie Lambert Williams. It's horse number 4, Lockdown Linda, owned by Linda Rostel. Horse number 5, Shenanigans, owned by Carol Lysett. Horse number 6, it's Wirral Hospice, owned by Lee Donaghy. Horse number 7, Calvert Lewin, owned by Zachary Nightingale. And horse number 8, The Way Fitness, owned by Paz.
And they're off. Racing over the round mile, and one got the best of the beginning. To the outside races the 8, who's also up there, and then comes the 2, who's towards the inside. The 7 has already been shaken up, and out the back of the field is the grey 5. Racing onto the round course, and 8 has got the lead. Mild pressure to the outside from the white jacket of the 6, who's now racing in second. Noseband on the inside, the 2 has refused to settle. Round the outside is the 1, and that's racing in fourth. Then between horses comes 4, on the inside is 3, towards the outside is 7, and driven along at the back of the field is 5, as they now race into the Doncaster home straight, but still well over half a mile to go. 8 has the lead. The lead is half a length. In second place is the 6. On the inside is 2. Then comes 1 down the outside. Trying to stay on is the 4. In a pocket to the inside is 3. Working to the outside is 7. And still the back marker is the 5. Now they're well inside the final half mile. And the long-time leader, the 8, now begins to give way. And here comes the 6 towards the outside. Also ranging up now is the 1. And that's now got third. 2 on the inside is racing in fourth. Driven is 7. Followed by 4, then the red jacket of 3, and still the back marker is 5. Down now towards the final quarter mile. 8's on the inside. Between horses is 6. To the outside is 1, and these 3 go head to head inside the final quarter mile. 2 is trying to find a seam against that far side rail, and here comes the 3, unleashed to the outside. Now they come down towards the final furlong. It's 3 on the outside. It's the 6 who's sticking his tongue out at his rivals. Over on the far side is the 2, and the 6 is getting back gamely. The 6 will not be denied, and the 6 goes on to win. Very close second indeed between the 3 and the 2. That could go either way, but no doubt about the winner. A game effort by the 6. Really, really good effort here. He stuck his tongue out at his rivals, but the 6 has come home to beat, in the end, the 3 who's got second, and it was the 2 in third. So 6, 3 and 2.
Well, Sarah, I didn't have a win in that race, which reminds me of the horse that went into a bar, and the barman said to him, "Why the long face?"
Boo!
Anyway, that was race 8, ladies and gentlemen, and that was the Wirral Hospice Grand Slam. The winner was, and you're all waiting with bated breath. You saw it. Its winner was horse number 6, was Wirral Hospice, owned by Lee Donaghy. Congratulations, Lee. Hope you've had a great day today. Don't forget, we'll be contacting you on Monday so you can claim your prizes.
So if you have got suited and booted today, put your frock on and put your fascinator in. We do have a best dress competition. Our judge is our very own style guru, Anna, who is our domestic and catering manager. Make sure you do send in all your pictures to events@wirralhospice.org, or send them over on the Facebook page or Instagram or Twitter.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Sarah. We've all tried our best today, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you've loved it. Don't forget, if you can make a kind donation still, go to our Just Giving page, which is linked to this video. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you all so much for all buying your horses, sponsoring races, and all your raffle tickets. Without your support, we really couldn't do what we do here at the hospice. So thank you again.
Rather sad story for me, connected to the races. I just couldn't stop pretending I was a horse racing announcer. I remember the day my wife and kids left me as they walked down the path, and then they're at the gate and they're off!